This is Elizabeth from Equine Information Source, and today we are talking with Ashley Shaddock and Kate Lloyd. Ashley is the owner of a facility called Shaddock's Paddocks, and Kate is the head coach and trainer. Shaddock's Paddocks is located just outside of Bellwood, Ontario. Ashley took a business equine management program at a university in the States with a focus on anatomy and nutrition of horses. She has been involved in the equine community for nearly 25 years with a focus on prepping horses for the hunter and jumper show rings. Ashley began opening her doors to boarders January of 2016 at her newly constructed facilities and has since shifted her focus to only training her personal horses with the goal of advancing them to the show ring. Kate is the head coach and trainer at Shaddock's Paddocks. She began working with Ashley in June 2020. Kate grew up riding and developed a love of producing and training horses. She has produced horses from their first steps under saddle up to the FEI levels of eventing, produced and competed horses in the hunter and jumper rings and breed classes as well. She has also dabbled in a few Western disciplines. Ashley and Kate are both University of Guelph alumni. Ashley graduated with a Bachelor of Commerce majoring in accounting, and Kate graduated with a Bachelor of Science majoring in animal biology.
Thank you both for coming and doing this interview with us. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
How has COVID-19 affected your business and the way you run it?
For me, it meant a big change. When all of this started, I was down in South Carolina with the horses, had to come home in a hurry, and then came home to nothing, no income, couldn't go off property to teach, and nobody sending horses in for training, nothing like that. It was a big dramatic change. But as things started to slowly open up again, that led me to Ashley. So some of the changes are positive.
It's been really different. So I have a block of empty stalls, and I haven't had empty stalls for the last 3 years. A different adventure for me, but really it gave me a good opportunity to restructure the business how I wanted to.
What have you been doing to help the equine community during the pandemic?
Our first and foremost goal in helping the equine community during the pandemic was to try and get the word out as much as we could about the For the Herd campaign. So the For the Herd campaign page that Jen Sweet started, and really sharing as much as that we could from that page. And from there, and our conversations with Jen, Kate decided that it would be a really great idea to offer up our services for a whole day and raise money towards the For the Herd campaigns. We're nowhere near the goal that they want to make, and none of the school barns are at full capacity yet. So our really big goal was to structure this clinic and do as much as we could to raise money to donate to them.
We've all experienced the hardships of the last few months in different ways, but all of us in the equine industry, for the most part, we got our start with lesson horses, and none of us would be where we are today without not just lesson horses, but also the people who dedicate their lives to allowing equestrians to grow and learn and start in the industry. So it was important for us not just to raise money, but also to raise awareness for the campaign and keep it present even as things start reopening, to remind people that, hey, this is still an issue. So they're still not making ends meet. And just because our lives are starting to return to normal doesn't mean that theirs are.
What can you tell us about the clinic you are holding to help raise funds for the For the Herd campaign?
Ashley's donating her gorgeous facility for us to use for the day, and I'm donating my time so that 100% of the proceeds for the clinic can go directly to the For the Herd fundraising campaign. We just wanted to provide an opportunity for people to have a different way to donate. Our clinic, we've offered different groups for everybody to try to meet the needs of a broad range of riders. So we have everything from green horses, who it's their first trip off property, up to more experienced riders. We just wanted to do something a little bit different so that people had a different motivation to engage with the campaign.
How has the community responded to you hosting this clinic?
It's been good. We've had a lot of engagement from different groups. We haven't reached full capacity for the clinic, so there's still room for anybody who wants to participate. I've definitely received attention for the clinic from people that I don't think otherwise would have engaged with it. So that part's been very positive.
Going off of that, I did actually receive some people's messages saying, I don't have a horse or I don't ride, but your message has really touched me and reached out to me, and how can I donate to the clinic despite my inability to come and ride and join the clinic so that I can make a contribution to the For the Herd campaign. So we've been connecting all those people directly with Jen Sweet to make contributions directly to the campaign.
What do you wish to achieve from this clinic?
Based on our availability to try and fit it into the full day, the groups are maxed at 4 people. So with the 4 people and the 5 classes that we scheduled, it would make income of $1,000 for the day. And that's our goal, I would say, but really any penny helps towards helping out the school horses in the For the Herd campaign.
What are you doing to ensure the safety of you, your staff, your boarders, and those attending the clinic?
All of the biosecurity protocols, not just for COVID-19, but we've also had strangles and EHV outbreaks in the area recently as well. They do limit what we can do a little bit. So we've got pretty strict protocols in place to maintain proper social distancing. We have a maximum of 4 riders in a group. We're not running in the traditional format where people can come audit all day. Each rider is allowed 1 helper or groom to come with them, so that we have a maximum of 8 people present, plus Ashley and myself, making 10 people on property at the time. And we've also spaced groups out accordingly so that we don't get overlap. So we're not going to have 8 or 9 riders in the arena at the same time during a changeover from one group to the next. It does limit our fundraising capacity a little bit, but when we were pricing the clinic, we wanted to make it affordable and accessible to people.
Is there anything else you would like the viewers to know?
I think the one thing for me is just that even though times are tough, stick together. It's so important with all the social distancing that we've got going on to find ways to connect with people. And the barn community and horse community that we have is a great way to do that, even if it's not in person.
I totally agree. Help your neighbors, guys. Every little bit helps.
Thank you for coming and chatting with us today. We really appreciate it, and what you're doing to help the equine community is really amazing.